What's up, fam? I'm coming through again with another video, and in this topic we're gonna go over narcissists and future faking. For those of you that don't know what this is, it's something I didn't know what it was either in the moment when some shit like this happened to me, but I now know what it is because it happened. I got my information, I got my knowledge, I have my experience with it. I perfectly understand what this is all about now. So, what future faking is basically when a narcissist, it could even be a person with borderline personality disorder, because there's a lot of similarities in these things. And like I mentioned in other videos, people with borderline personality disorder, they could like love you one day and the next day they wake up and feelings are complete opposite. They almost don't even know who you are. They don't even know who they are. They're a completely different person. They don't love you anymore. Their personality just completely does a 360 and you're like, what the hell is going on? It completely confuses you. But anyways, future faking is when a person like this makes you empty promises. Empty promises as in, they could talk to you about marriage. They could talk to you about marriage very fast in the very early beginning stages of a relationship. And if you're not smart, this could be a very bad thing that could happen to you. But if you are smart, you will see it for what it is. You have to be smart. You have to have the knowledge. You have to have the experience, because this shit can happen to anybody. People try to future fake with me many times. I only fell for it maybe a couple times max. I only really fell for it once. And I mean hard once. And that shit is what affected me the most. And I've had other girls too that try to future fake with me, and I shut that shit down immediately and let them know, I heard everything you just said. I heard this before. It didn't even faze me. I did not believe it for a second. And you know what? I was right. Because it was fake. And I'm not talking to this person anymore. So, that'll tell you that right there. You can only be fooled so many times, guys. And then it all begins to be a joke. You start to see it all as a joke. Because it's what it is, it's a joke. It's not real. They say things to control you in the present moment. That's what future faking is. They will talk to you about how much they love you in the beginning. They will talk about marriage. They'll talk about all these things, right? And it's not true. None of it's true. They say this to use you in the present moment, to control you in the present moment. This is why they do this. And it's sick. They don't understand what this does to a regular human being that is actually serious about life and takes things serious. It could ruin it could ruin somebody's entire world. Like, I know how strong mentally I am. If this happened to somebody that had a lesser of a mindset, that wasn't quite as strong, but believed as much as I believed at this time, it could really ruin them forever. And I mean that. It really could. It took some time for me to bounce back, because I was basically promised of a future that was so far from the truth, that didn't even exist. And that's hard to deal with whenever you're brought up to just believe what everybody says. You should believe people. Yeah, go ahead. Believe what everybody says. Why would anybody ever lie? stupid advice. Stupid advice. People do lie. People do manipulate to get their way. And they're not sorry about it. They don't give a shit. Not a shit. Because they ain't about shit. And they'll never have a good life. Never. People that do this shit don't have a good life. It's all drama. It's all chaos. It's all empty. It's all emptiness, unhappiness, fear, anxiety. All these things that these people have. They're so down that they need to do this to other people. They're so far off from what they should be that they do this sick shit to other people. Good people. They bring these good people right down with them. But not even right down with them. Much lower than they are. And this is the power of what a narcissist has over a good human being, an empath. Someone who is truthful with themselves and with their life. Clean heart, clean spirit. A narcissist does have the power to bring them down even lower than they are. And it has happened to me. But I bounced back. And I got up. And I brushed it off. And I became stronger. And I became even better. Future faking is just another tactic that the narcissist uses against us. And don't believe a damn word that they say. Watch out in the beginning stages. The thing is, they do this because they know they can't prove themselves to you over time. Of course they're going to try and do this. Because if you actually spend quality time with them, and you actually spend time with them, you're going to figure them out. And you're not going to stick around. That's why narcissists can't wait. That's why they attack you early. They attack you over a cell phone where they can hide. This is what they do. You can't hang out with them for long periods of time and have a regular relationship and build and make it stronger. Because that's not how they roll. That's not how they do it. That's too much for them. That's way too much for them. Because they're so down. They have to get you early. That's what they have to do. They have to fool you early. Is what they have to do. But the only fools themselves. They're fooling themselves every damn time. The last couple of experiences I've had with narc females, they fooled themselves. And I knew what they were doing the entire time. And it's crazy that I even stuck through it even longer than I should have. Non-attachment. Just kept talking with them just to make sure that this is what it is. You know? It can be fun sometimes. Just play along with it. You're not even flirting with them or nothing like this. Just keep talking back. Figure them out even more. It can be fun to figure out one of these fucking people. And sometimes I do this. And I know exactly what they're doing the whole time. And it's hilarious. Because they think we're fooling us. They think they are fooling us, but we are fooling them. Because we are fucking 10 steps ahead. They think they're actually being successful with us because we're still talking to them. Because most people, when they start to talk to most people, and they get them past a certain point, they think they got them now. They got that grin on their face. They now think they have this person. Because they kept talking to them for a certain period of time. Right? Non-attachment is the key. You have to stay non-attached. to everybody until you build up, until you both come together and build up at the same time, to then develop stronger feelings for each other. It has to come together. You can't force things to happen. The narcissist wants to force things to happen. They want to force feelings. They come off way too strong, way too early. They want things fast. Way too fast. And what comes easy goes even easier. Easy come, easy go. It's what happens with them. Future faking also, I'll get back to this for a second. It can be more than a narcissist just faking a marriage, saying they want to be together forever. They're planning on getting married. They'll say these things to keep you short term, but they also do other things. Future faking can also mean you might plan a trip with a person like this, right? You might plan a vacation. Last minute they cancel, but your eyes are set on this vacation, and all of a sudden they cancel out. They don't want to do it no more. It could be anything like this. You guys could have a dinner date set. You could be at work. They could be at work doing whatever they're doing. You guys might plan to both meet up and go for dinner. This is just a made up scenario in my head because this is what they do. You guys could plan to meet somewhere at a specific time. You could show up. You could be there. They're not there, and then you get a text. Them saying they're not coming tonight. This is shit that they do. Right? Future faking. I hope this gives you guys a good idea of what this is. There's other examples as well, like, let's say you're a hockey player. They're planning on going to your hockey game. They say they're going, but they don't show up. And I mean, that's just another example of what they do. And it's not like they had something else better to do. Because if they did, they would have already had that planned. If they did have something better else to do, they would have told you beforehand. Something doesn't just pop up like this. They will make an excuse. And like I said, this was just an example. It could be anything else. You could have actually needed them and they wouldn't show up for something. And they promised to do it and they broke the promise. Just like a marriage. They're promising you marriage. They're promising you forever. And they break the promise. Right? I'm going to cut this video off now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys understand what this is and what future faking is. It happened to me many times. I only got fooled a couple times. And only once very seriously. And it never happened again. And now that you guys seen this video, this might have just saved somebody's ass. So, and that's the goal. You guys know what it is. Beware. Keep your heads up and your eyes peeled at all times. I'm out.